Okay, happy Monday. I'll start with a little Turkish tune. So let me know what countries you want to go to. Oh, first, before I play the Turkish tune, I want to say thank you for our Monday Live Angels this year. Sanu Tomohiro came in, and Dan Unger, who I see is here, popping in, and Tom Hankinson. So three angels that have contributed to make Monday Life happen. So much appreciated. So every week somebody comes through. It's amazing. So really appreciate that. Okay, let's start in Turkey. Whatever country you want to go to, just text me and we'll see what country we'll go to next. It's Stump the Guitar Player today, right? Here we go. Kuyu başına vardım Zeynep'in bekmediye Nasıl haberin alem oysa Dayı emmi hep orada İşte hendek, işte deve Yavuşarsın, yavuşarsın Vaktin olmak, pas kuşarsın Zordur almak bizden gitsen İşte halek, işte hoşun Yavuşarsın, yavuşarsın Vaktin olmak, pas kuşarsın Zordur almak bizden gitsen Medley nahansın Gözü almak istersin Sana bir çift sözüm ispen Ere boysa niyetin İşte hendek, işte deve Yaparsın, yavuşarsın Vaktin olmaz, baş kuşarsın Zordur almak bizden güzel İşte halep, işte havşın Yavuşarsın, yavuşarsın Vaktin olmaz, baş kuşarsın Zordur almak bizden güzel That, of course, was İşte hendek, işte deve. Would you like a translation? Rough translation, I should say, as I don't speak Turkish. And I looked it up. You know, I'd learned the song when I was folk dancing. I just love the melody. Isn't that cool? What a cool song. So I just kind of learned it phonetically. So all you Turkish people out there, let me know if you understand any of it. Okay, how's my accent doing? So I looked it up, and it turns out that it means, okay, any guesses out there? The meaning of the song is, İşte hendek is, there's a trench, okay? İşte deve, there's a camel. There's a trench, there's a camel. Well, of course, there's the old saying that goes back a long time. It says that you can get a fool to listen to reason just as easily as you can get a camel to jump over a trench, right? So it's based on that, and it says There's a trench, there's a camel, either jump over or fall. And if you can't do it, then give up, and only then can you marry my niece. All right? That's what I thought it meant, right? Okay, and so the verses are, I'm going to, I don't have it in front of me, I just have this, just trying to remember from the lyrics here that I had printed out. There's, I'm going to the well to see my Zinum, my dear Zinum, but the uncles found out already, and they were there. And they said to me, who are you looking for, and what are your intentions? Do you intend to marry my niece? That it's pretty hard to take our niece away from us. They said, the uncles said. So, and there's a camel, there's a trench, jump or fall, and there's a faraway city, and there's a yardstick, either measure up or go far away. Yeah, I don't know very many American songs that have lyrics like that. Don't you think that's great? Okay. Dan used to do a Turkish dance. İşte that's right. That's the one. So that was at folk dancing. That was my favorite Turkish dance at folk dancing, way back at Argonne Folk Dance Club, back when I was in high school. We have a request for Amarali Waltz from Italy, and I haven't, I'll go back and read some more of your requests later, but yeah. So this, I'll play it for you, then I'll tell you the story. So we are going to see the Amarali family next month. I had just gotten a correspondence from them, and we're going to visit them for a couple of days in the very orchards where I wrote this song, the very orchards and vineyards where I wrote this. So this is the Amarali Waltz for them. Sorry about that. I forgot to turn my phone off, and that is okay. The abrupt ending to the Amarali Waltz. So that was another request coming in via phone. I guess that's not the right way to do it. If I forget to turn my phone off. Okay, so I'll play the last two chords for you. Okay. Yes, I know my ring is rather like Space Invaders coming, but it's the ring that I can hear over other sounds. Oh, greetings to Pam in San Diego too, and let's see, and from Southwest Florida. Okay, great. Oh, Doug's got his super trebles attached. Oh, I was going to grab my super trebles. I might do that later. And Bunny, yes, she's going to join us in Italy. You can too. The festival is a Suave Guitar Festival. Already we've got 4 people I know coming to that, and so it'll be great fun. So look it up on my website. All the information is there. Also on the site, the very first page, I have one page from our new passport book that we're going to be having and passing out at concerts coming up. And that has listed all sorts of different countries that I have tunes that are inspired by those countries or written in those countries or music from those countries. So those are good places to request from. And I'm going to scroll back through here, and I had to Marty and Bunny as well as Joe is here, and Gary as well. So let's see. Texas is looking at country as in what country down south. Okay, maybe I'll do a little bluegrassy thing here. And general greetings to all the folks in Montana and Alameda, California. Okay. And so, there we go. So the story behind Amarali Waltz first, before the other requests come in, I'll keep an eye on requests coming in, is I was in Italy teaching at a guitar workshop. Well, it was actually a workshop mostly to learn the Italian language and Italian cooking. So, and I have Phil Keggy to thank for that entire experience. Happy birthday, Phil. We went to his party yesterday. So what a wonderful, wonderful person and brilliant musician and so inspired and inspires me always. So check out Phil Keggy's music. I went to one of his concerts and I sat next to a lady who handed me her card that said, "Learn Italian for fun." And so I said, that's great. So I went to her class, and that's when she invited me to go and teach guitar at the Italian workshop. So I was there and decided to stay some extra days just to really get into the Italian culture, but see if I could learn something from the locals there. So I was just there by myself and walked up the hill, and on my way down, a guy in a tractor pulls over, and he says, it's going to be dark by the time you get down to the hill. Hop in if you don't mind the smell of grape skins. I just dumped off a load. So I jumped in the trailer. I went down to the bottom. And at the end, he asked, are you here alone? And I said, yes. And he said, well, come to my family's house for dinner. And that was the Amarali family. And I said, well, first let me stop and pick up my guitar. And I picked it up and played music for them and had every dinner with them the rest of my time in Tuscany. So this will be great to go back and visit them. Maybe I'll write another song like the Amarali Waltz that I wrote as a thank you for them. That was their thank you. All right, let me just check and make sure I don't have any others, and I'll do the little bluegrass medley here for you. All right. And Judy's first time tuning in. Welcome to the group here. I see a lot of people are greeting each other here, which is great to see. Great to see this little community coming by. All right. And I remember the Steve and Johnny show. I used to play that quite frequently when I was in Chicago, and still pop in from time to time when they are on the air. Okay, coming down here. So go to murielanderson.com, check out the map right there on the first page, see if there's a country or a state that you want. Let me just tune the sub basses here down to, this is lower than any sub bass should possibly go. Yes. See how many of these fiddle tunes, fiddle banjo tunes you can recognize. Mandolin, right? Okay. Well, there's another state that kind of got its own category was Hawaii. I mean, the music is just so different there. But with that, I go all the way down to a C tuning. And you can play with me if you have an instrument handy. Just grab it. C, almost the whole song. Just C, F, or C, G. That's right, somebody got Foggy Mountain Breakdown, that was one. Okay, we have a request. That's right, I do have a plumeria in my hair, so appropriate for Hawaiian lullaby. Alani we have a request for Germany, and you might just stump the guitar player on this one, because it's one that I haven't played for a long time and requires a tremolo technique. And I normally play it on regular guitar, so I'm not sure if I can do it on this. But this is Stump the Guitar Player Day, and you might just win. You just might win the Stump the Guitar Player prize. We will find out. Okay. And let me just check earlier on here, see if I didn't miss a request from earlier on. And I think that's where we picked off there. We have greetings. And all right, okay, I think that was the last one. All right, we need another country after this one. All right, when we run out of countries, we'll run out of Monday Live. Okay, so I wrote this one together with Beethoven. That's right. It was one of those little interludes that was before, I think it's just before the choir came in on the Ode to Joy. And so I call it Prelude to Joy. So I took that little interlude, it's this fast part that the horns play, and I slowed it way down, changed it to 3/4 time, transposed it to G, and turned it into a tremolo piece. So I don't know what Beethoven would think about that. Entirely different now. So this is Prelude to Joy. Oh yes, came very close to stumping the guitar player. A little section in the middle there got improvised, and I'm playing with an artificial fingernail. This is a press-on nail here on my ring finger, so the tremolo is very difficult to get it the same with different consistencies made out of the fingernails. So yeah, that was a good challenge for me. I tell you that I've enjoyed that challenge, and that very last. The last part, you know, where I wanted to get this chord, this note still ringing on the tremolo, and then to these harmonics. And so to get that, I'm playing with the side of my thumb so that I can reach the harmonics. With that, in case you were wondering what I was doing there. So when you have small hands, you just make adjustments to play the notes that you need on that. All right, well, we'll find out if we have another country or if we are, let's see, oh, Dan says it's flowing like a swan. Oh, nice. Côte d'Ivoire. Let's see. That's not on my map. The Ivory Coast, yes. And we have a request for La Bamba. Okay. All right. Well, I've never played that, but why not? Okay. Let's see. All right, why don't we try Canada? We have a request for Canada. I can do Canada. All right, and Rio de Janeiro. We have a request for Rio de Janeiro, Canada, and La Bamba. Maybe we'll finish with La Bamba, and hopefully everyone will have signed off by then. Okay. All right. Let's see. We'll start with Rio. Okay. Boy, I should do that on a regular guitar. Hang on. Let me grab that on. Grab a regular instrument on that, if I have one. Oh, no, what the heck, I'll Live Dangerously, played on this. And let's see, just check my tuning. As I was outside in the spring sunshine today, wow, wasn't that nice? Nashville, it was actually spring today. We're right at the beginning of what are we, third day of spring now, officially? Okay. Oh, let's see how this goes on this instrument. Okay. I'll tell you the story about the song after it. Said I'd love to go for a little rendezvous, thinking of the sweet hellos. If I'd only known that I'd be all alone in Rio de Janeiro. There's so many times that he's made me sad, but I'm making up my mind that I won't let it last, 'cause it's not all that bad in Rio de Janeiro. City lights are flashing in a syncopated fashion. Soon you'll see me laughing, and in the streets of people all are dancing to the samba in Rio de Janeiro. You can't ever trust a man who promises the moon, the beach and all its sand. What's a girl to do to keep from being blue in Rio de Janeiro? Rio de Janeiro. Who'd have ever known I'd be all alone in Rio? He knew to meet in Rio. What a way to find he's no longer mine at all. Not at all. Tanto se vuoi mar, natureza e paz, mesmo na distância posso imaginar. Em vou sonhando assim com Rio de Janeiro. Redentor que cuida de nós, carnaval e samba e velho tom, nada como um dia de sal no Rio de Janeiro. From a small cafe, see Suntan bodies swaying, warm and salty spray. While you hear the children play, they need a little care in Rio de Janeiro. So I let my broken heart disappear into the night, dancing the stars away. And I might just stay right here in Rio de Janeiro. You can't ever trust a man who promises the moon, the beach and all its sand. What's a girl to do to keep from being blue in Rio de Janeiro? Rio de Janeiro. Ooh, Rio de Janeiro. Rio, Rio de Janeiro. Rio, Rio de Janeiro. I actually wrote that in Paris when I got stood up on a date, and I was just kind of making this little melody, kind of making me feel better. And it didn't sound Parisian, though. It sounded more Brazilian, and so it turned into Rio de Janeiro. So that's a little bit of a backwards way to compose things. But, let's see, Canada is next. Is that right? And thank you, Janet. I'm glad you're enjoying that. And yeah, true story, absolutely. Let's see, from Hungary. Okay, we could do Hungary also. Should we do Hungary first or Canada? Well, I said Canada. So it's a tune that was. Well, it's kind of distinctly American in its flavor, but I wrote it to go along with my grandparents' silent film from 1929 when they all went to Montreal to escape prohibition. Long vacation there. All right. So this is to go with their film. This is A Fine Pickle. So if you were at one of the concerts that's coming up, go to my website to find when that is. Northern California, Pacific Northwest is next, before Brazil. I mean, before, I'm still thinking Rio de Janeiro here. Before Italy, and then Ireland. Yes. Okay, here we go. This is A Fine Pickle. That's it. Okay, let's go to Hungary now. Let's see. This is one that goes along with the Acoustic Chef book. If you don't have that yet, that's a cookbook that you definitely need to get, right? Because it has this great goulash recipe. It helps if you make it over an open fire, like we did when we were in Hungary, but and there's great Hungarian fiddle players playing with me on this. So I have to write something in the style of each recipe. This one I call paprika to go with goulash. That's the fiddle player there. That was paprika. All right, well, if, let's see, and what is for dinner? Brian is in the kitchen. I don't know. It's bound to be something from some interesting country, right? We like to cook kind of multinational meals. Oh yes, Seb remembers Montreal and the Molson factory. That is actually there in the video. If you see the video at one of my shows, with Montreal in the background and Molson beer is right there. Yep. Okay, well, it looks like I don't see another request, so it looks like we are ready for the last one, which is La Bamba. Okay, all right, so you could just tune off now, you just sign off now, I guess. So, let's see, La Bamba, how does that go? Let's see, what key do you want in? Can you sing it in that key? All right, you can sing it with me. And we will see you next Monday. There's a bunch of countries we didn't get to. We didn't get to Tuva, right? Don't you want to hear a Tuvan song? All right, next week. We'll do it next week. Okay. Oh, no, wait a minute. Next week, I have some special guests coming in. So don't miss this. Guests from the country of Texas. And so, yeah, that's a very special duo from Texas. So tune in next week. And, yeah, don't miss next week for sure. Para bailar la bamba, se necesita un poco de gracia, un poco de gracia, otro cosita arriba, arriba. Para bailar la bamba, se necesita un poco de gracia, arriba, arriba. If I had tuned my super trebles, that would be fun to do with the super trebles. So that might be a fun one to do if they're tuned to the wrong key at the moment. But if I tune them to the key of A, that might be fun to do. All right, so you're giving me some ideas for something in the future. And we will see you next week. Tune into my website. Oh, yeah, we do have something coming up. We are going to be, as I mentioned, we're going to be giving away these passport books. At some point, we'll have them available on my website as well. So just kind of pop in from time to time and check it out. And we will see you next week. And thank you again for our patrons who helped to make today possible. So thanks so much. And we will thank you, Monday Live Angels. And we'll see you next week.